everybody else back in as it is time to pound the table. We're going to talk about some not so obvious starts that have us just punishing plexiglass here at NFL LA. So Kimmy, who are you pounding the table for this week?
Van Jefferson. That was so not angry, but I'm mad about Van Jefferson because Odell Beckham became a thing, even though OBJ had his highest point total in fantasy last week. He's banged up, may not play. In the MJD Bowl versus the Jags, still start Van Jefferson, guys. He had 6+ targets in 5 games straight, and in that same stretch, he's had at least 3 receptions for over 40 yards. He's still a thing. He's still putting up double-digit fantasy points. You see over 13 since week 10. I'm not done with Van Jefferson ever.
Tables pounded by Kimmy. Marcus, what are you pounding the table for?
Hunter Renfrow. Yeah, we're starting Hunter Renfrow this week. I mean, look, man, he's been great. I appreciate you guys jumping in.
Oh, no problem.
Really cool.
Follow along on that. Yeah, Hunter Renfrow's been amazing so far this year. You see that 17 or more fantasy points in 3 of his last 4. Actually leads the team in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. Facing the Washington FT, giving up the 4th most fantasy points per game to wide receivers this season. And for all of that, we keep mentioning the fact that no Darren Waller this week, more targets potentially incoming for a guy who's already getting plenty of them in this offense.
Yeah, I don't have a song planned for my bang the table, so it's going to be hard to top that. But I know this is a player you like, Marcus, if you want to bang the table as well. But it's Brandon Aiyuk. Brandon Aiyuk it was a slow start early on, I get it. But lately, he's been playing really well. He's been getting consistent volume. He's topped double-digit fantasy points in 4 of his last 5 games. I especially like that they're using him in the red zone, as you see here. And then no Deebo Samuel, so just more opportunity up for grabs. Deebo's 3rd amongst all wide receivers in touches. So bang the table for Brandon Aiyuk and get him in your starting lineup this week.
Get Brandon Aiyuk in your starting lineup, and I'm not going to scream. That's only one day a week here on this show. But I will pound the table because we have talked about Brandon Cooks a lot on the show, but not enough. 60%. He's in the 60s in terms of people who are starting him. So start Brandon Cooks. Do it right now against the Indianapolis Colts because the last time he played this team, he got 13 targets. He had 13 targets and 17 points. The team scored 3 points. Brandon Cooks scored 17 fantasy points. And that was with Davis Mills as the quarterback. And if you, like I, believe in Tyrod Taylor, that believe that Brandon Cooks, if he's healthy and out there, will have a solid game.